Project Management APMG DSDM course presented as AgilePM and presented by me throughout this course, Anthony Della Porta, as the accredited instructor with APMG for this course. So I welcome you and hope you enjoyed the way we put this course together. I've developed this as a particular classroom style course, as you would be if you were on my courses in the classroom, so you can feel at home. But remember, one of the best benefits about this is that unlike a classroom where once I've said it, unless I can repeat it once or twice, it's out of the window. Whereas here, if you need to review what I've just mentioned or you weren't quite sure, you can always go back over it again and have a review. And of course, there are functions within the course framework to contact me if necessary through the chat to ask me questions if there's something you need clarification on or you weren't too sure about. And that's one of the beauties here. So you're not just here for a short period of time. Remember, it's self-paced. You can work through the course at your own leisure. I wouldn't take too long over it though. I mean, there's about 40 hours worth of work. We would normally do this in 3 days before you sit the exams. But just bear in mind that you don't need to sit them straight away. So pace yourself through it properly. Make sure you understand the course. So the course is driven in the same way I have written it up here. I work it as a chalk and talk type, well now whiteboard obviously, type expression. There's no slides or anything. And I explain and discuss each aspect of the course as we go through, but draw it on the board. Now, one of the things about that is I do encourage you to write things in your handbook, especially if you're taking the practitioner exam. Write things in, make notes, highlight stuff if you wish, make a note why you've highlighted it. But more importantly, for instance, when we're going through the organisation roles and responsibilities, which is talked about in chapter 7 and chapter 14. Make notes on the diagram. You can always put little highlighted bullet points on there. So when you're in the exam, you've got quick reference. When you're back at work and you want to say, now what was that explaining? You have a quick reference rather than having to go through the detail, which is there to support you afterwards. Okay, so do write things into your book if you're doing the practitioner. Now, the way we've recorded this is as a full practitioner, but I have taken you through the guidance looking at the relevant chapters from a fundamental and therefore the foundation exam perspective. Okay, so you do have that perspective, and I talk about the different levels of information, and the quizzes will give you the opportunity to quiz yourself both at foundation and at practitioner level. So you can go through it twice. You can go through the foundation and sit the exam and then go through it again to get more detail from the practitioner if you wish to do that. In other words, you can take whichever pace you like. And I've explained where the main sections are for the foundation. For example, chapters 22 and 23 are primarily practitioner only. There are some elements in there, but most of it's in between chapters 1 and 12 for your foundation exam. And the information is in there, but I've linked those up when I've gone through the videos and explained, here's the foundation level, here's the practitioner level, and linked the chapters up for you. Okay, so it's all classroom based. Do chalk and talk, draw all the way through it. I find it much more interactive doing it that way, and hope you gain the benefit of it as well. But do follow through with the book. Do the quizzes at the end. If there are any concerns, then please do contact me. So remember, there are 2 exams on this. There is the foundation exam, which are 50 questions in 40 minutes, and they're basically fundamentals. They're based on the first 12 chapters of the book. Okay, so it's all high level stuff. It is sort of a memory based thing, but my key point here is always understand the material. If you understand how it fits together and why it fits together that way and what it's used for, it'll be far easier for you to work out what's going on. Some of the statements are pretty straightforward, and as I go through the course, I've read them out the book because to a certain extent, they're the key fundamentals of the statements, especially for foundation. But in practitioner, you can use the book, you can't use it in foundation anyway. So you sit the foundation exam, it's sort of memory, but if you understand it, work your way through. Read the questions carefully. When you go through the practitioner exam, you have the book, it's 2.5 hours, it's objective-based exam, so you have a scenario and you're applying the practitioner, you're applying the approach to the scenario. Not in every single case, but there are practices where you need to use this scenario, but all the questions will be about the scenario and you applying it. So one is applying it, And the next level up is making sure it's being applied properly. So you quiz them whether it's been applied properly. Right? So the first one is, what will you do? The next one is, has it been done correctly? And this is the practitioner. Now, from an advantage point of view, I have also recorded the practitioner practice paper 1.3, which will be available online with the course. But online, we'll also have links to where I have recorded and reviewed each of the questions on the paper to explain how to approach the question, how to read it, i.e. the style of question, then how to read the information and work out the answers, and then explain why that is the correct and why these are not the correct answers and related to the book. Because alongside that, you'll have the rationale with the practice paper, and it will also point into the book where the answers are, both for Foundation and Practitioner. Right. So review through this video again if you wish to do that, but follow through the modules. There is a series of modules going through all the different elements. So we look at the overview, the principles, the roles and responsibilities. I look at the practices. I take you through the process from pre-project to post-project. We look at requirements and therefore estimating and planning those requirements. And we look at quality and risk. And these are the main elements. Now, there will be some links in the resources that will allow you to also pick up some extra videos which I've put together, like business options and product-based planning, which aren't officially part of this course, but will give you a better understanding of some of those elements as well. So take your time, go through the course, make notes. Anything you're not concerned with, please either reread it, review it, or come back to me and ask for support. Otherwise, I hope you really enjoy the course and following it through, and wish you well, and love to hear from you how you do on the exams at the end of it. So enjoy, and I have a wrap up at the end of this course anyway to explain it. So thank you very much, and look forward to hearing from you.